Hello, everyone, and welcome to Campus Rec Magazine's webinar presented by Precor. Today, we're diving into hybrid workout solutions for your busy student body. And I'd like to introduce you to our presenter today, Master Coach Tonya Gutch. She's been involved with the Precor Coaching Center since 2015. Her experience actually involved her owning and operating a personal training business, coaching world fitness champions, and much, much more. She currently is working as a professional fitness trainer and lecturer for the Cooper Fitness Center in Dallas, Texas. So, Tonya, we're glad to have you here today, and take it away.
Thank you very much, Heather. You guys, thank you so much for spending your hour with me today. I promise you I'll make it worth your while. I've got a few little gifts for you. We've got some class fusions for you to take away with you today. But I really admire and respect anybody that's trying to further their education and better themselves and their facilities. So let's just dive in, guys. I'm ready to go. Let's hit it. So a few objectives that I want to cover today. I want you to start thinking about your facility. We're going to think about identifying our hot zones and our cold zones. I want to explore components of a well-rounded fusion class. And then I want to also talk about how do we distinguish between activities for fitness, for health, and for performance. And then I think one of the most useful things that we're going to do today is let's talk about how do we learn to utilize our existing space. Sometimes there's space that could be utilized that's right in front of our face that we just haven't realized that it could be a hot zone. The American College of Sports Medicine has just come out with an exciting list of the top trends of 2019. I want to make sure you guys have all these facts in your pocket because this is what leads the trends for people to want to work out at your facility. They're seeing it in other boutiques. They're seeing it in other facilities. They're reading it in magazines. They're seeing it on television. I want to make sure you are providing the hot, cool trends. And then I want to finish out with introducing you guys to the fascinating world of Queen X, Assault Fitness products, and to let you in on the Precor Coaching Center, which I have the honor of being a part of. And then the biggest gift for all of you, I have put together some hybrid program classes that's really going to blow the roof off your facility. So if you are standing at a standing desk, you might want to hold on while we're going through these classes. Or if you're sitting down, you might want to stand up and do some jumping jacks, push-ups. I'm not sure. But they are pretty hot. They're pretty exciting. And I really think it's going to drive the numbers to your classes. So you guys are campus rec facilities. What is the number one reason you hear people not exercising? Individuals always say to me, the reason they don't get their workouts in is because of lack of time. I mean, I agree with it also. I would love to have an hour of yoga, an hour of cardiovascular training, then another hour and a half of strength and conditioning. And then I'd love to go in some corner and meditate for 20 minutes. So why can't we just put all of that together? I'm going to help you do that. And then with facilities, a lot of times we're like, well, how can I give all of these programs all at once? Because I don't have the space. There's no room. I've got treadmills here. I've got weight equipment here. What should I do? How can I make this be everything for everybody? We're going to help you analyze your facility, put the right team together, and help you put together class programs, personal training sessions, and even little exercise snack morsels of exercise that can have it all for everybody. We can utilize gym space. We can utilize treadmill space. We can use track space. It's going to be fascinating what we can create here today, guys. So we decide, how do we begin? So what is Tonya talking about? Where are the hot zones, cold zones? I want you to think about your gym, and I want to think about your campus recreation center, and I want you to think about, where do I see the most activity? Am I seeing it all on the treadmills? Am I seeing it all on the yoga classes? Where am I seeing the students drawn to at my facility? Do I see a big open space of mats that aren't being utilized at the moment? So that's what I'm referring to as our hot zones and cold zones, because I want to make your entire gym the hot zone. I want it to be the beehive of activity. I want it to be the talk of the campus. And if you're some of the campus rec centers that open up to the public, I want the public going wild. I want the students, they cannot wait to get out of class to run over to the campus recreation center. So you want to think about your students and your members thinking of your facility as recess. Take yourself back to the second grade. When that recess bell rang, what did you guys do? Think about it. I mean, you were sitting on the edge of your seat, trembling, maybe even butterflies. I know I was. Couldn't wait to get out there to play Foursquare or get to the monkey bars or the jungle gym. You want that same excitement created around your campus rec. We didn't think of recess as work. We didn't think, oh, I don't have time for recess. I guess if I asked a bunch of you out there today, I bet you would say recess was probably your favorite subject in school, right? So we got to think, how can we get those kids coming out of class? How can we get our members coming out of class, getting out of their cars with that same vibrancy and intensity and excitement to get to our facilities? So that's what I mean by hot zone of the campus recreation facility. I think a great idea is to gather your professional fitness team. Take a meeting, walk around the facility, bounce ideas off of each other. Think outside of the box. Think about what could be there, what should be there. How can we utilize this space to benefit us and our facility members the best? Sometimes even just moving some equipment around, just shifting some treadmills closer to a track, or taking a hip abduction, adduction, putting them over closer together, over towards the wall. I think it's powerful to listen to your community. Involve the students. Create surveys. It doesn't have to be something elaborate and fancy. As soon as they check in, have your front desk ask them 2 or 3 questions. Boom, there's your survey. I know we get inundated with too many emails, too many surveys. It can be very simple. Have something like a huge poster when they first walk in, and all they have to do is make a check mark by their question or give their answer. Look to the trends of 2019. So the American College of Sports Medicine did some research. They did their studies. Excuse me. And they wanted to share with all of us, what are they seeing as the trends that sizzle, that really get people excited? What are people wanting? Trend number 1 was wearable technology. I think we're very comfortable now with group training. We're seeing a huge trend towards group training. People want the camaraderie of a teammate. They want to come work out together. That's why they join a gym. That's why they come to the campus rec. That's why they're not in their apartment or their house lifting weights in their basement. They want the expertise of a coach. Trend number 3, high intensity interval training. I mean, it's here to stay, guys. People want to sweat. They want to feel great. They want that metabolic boost. They want to shed those calories. They want to leave those calories out on the floor. They want to leave the facility feeling cleansed and ready for the next challenge. And then trend number 4, that's for our active aging. Now, here in 2019, I know our students are all ages now. We also have faculty and staff of all ages. And when I talk about active aging trends, I'm discussing things like classes for mobility, stability, balance, flexibility, posture, functional training. Pretty much anything on that list is beneficial for any age. I feel like at any age we should always feel like our bodies that we did as a little 4-year-old. We were machines meant to work. We are machines made to work well. And if we take care of them, they will do a good job for us. And then trend number 5, how easy can you get there? Body weight training. If you had a section of open mats or a section of open floor or a group X studio, body weight training. I'm talking about ground-based movements. I'm talking not just pull-ups. I'm talking about planks and push-ups and crawling and rolling. Pretty much take yourself back to being a baby. Babies know how to do it. They squat, they stretch, they roll, they jump. So if you have any babies or toddlers in your life, just watch them. Take some notes. And that was from the American College of Sports Medicine. You can find that in their American College of Health and Fitness journal if you wanted to read a little further into that. So with campus recreation facilities, we are helping the future leaders of tomorrow stay healthy. We're giving them a facility to accomplish that. And we want them to be able to be functionally fit. We want them to be able to carry out daily tasks. We want them to be able to handle an emergency. We want them to be able to have some leisure time pursuits. We want them to be able to be alert at any time and still go on about and go through their day. So when I talk about your components of a complete fitness fusion class, that we're going to hit all the components of physical fitness, I wanted to start out with just a quick reminder of your 5 components of physical fitness. And this is where I see people lacking time for. They might just be able to get in their 3-mile run, and then that's it. But we want to make sure that if we are helping people take care of themselves, if we're making people the best versions of themselves, we want to hit all 5 components. We want to address cardiovascular endurance. We want to make sure that they are getting enough muscular strength and endurance activities. Body composition goes into the 5 components of physical fitness. You want to make sure that you're not carrying too much excess body fat. Excuse me. And then that last component, flexibility. How many times have people said, oh, I only have an hour to work out. I'm going to work out for 59 minutes. I'm going to stretch for 30 seconds and boom, I'm out the door and back to class. I've probably even said it myself. Or you might have people the other way. Where flexibility is their thing, mind-body meditation is their thing, and they're only going to yoga class. So we have our skill components. To me, these really add in that sizzle, that fun factor, that bring in that true athlete to class. Now, I call all my clients athletes. I call all my students athletes, no matter what age. Anybody that moves to me is an athlete. And I look at these skill components. We use these in daily life. Agility. I know I do. I have a 100-pound Doberman here here in Texas. If he sees a squirrel on our walk, what do you think I better have? Yes, reaction time, power, agility, balance, speed. That's just not me. That's everybody. Walking downstairs, balance. Getting up out of a chair, power. So here's our good stuff. Let's talk about designing our class. What would be appropriate? What would be an appropriate way to design classes that would work well for your community? I want you to think about your community. Who do you have? Do you have an older population of students? Are you a community college? Do you have people coming in and out of commuting back and forth off campus? Have you opened it up to the public? I want you to take an inventory of current equipment. Do I have 15 TRXs? Do I have a Queen X functional fitness rig? Do I have an open racquetball court that no one's utilizing at the moment? What could I do with that? And this is where your team comes in. Schedule brainstorming meetings with your professional staff. Have them give you ideas. Send them an email. Say, hey guys, what are you thinking about this? We've got this racquetball court no one's using down there on the left side of the gym. What do you see? Take your wildest dreams, design. What's going on there? Ask your group exercise staff. What other certifications have they taken? What would they like to bring to the table? What would they like to see? And then already go into it planning on fusing different modalities of exercise into one class. It doesn't just have to be a HIIT class. It doesn't have to be a full hour of yoga. Start getting creative. Think about the classes you already offer. If you're already offering a Zumba class and a body bar class or something with strength training involved, Think about putting those together. And then every single person has a phone now. I don't think we go anywhere without them. I would consider creating a Campus Rec app. Students get so many emails from everywhere, from professors, from other students, from the college. Sometimes information gets lost in the shuffle. How great would it be if you had a Campus Rec app that just, boom, shot up an alert and said, fitness fusion classes, hot off the presses. Come join now. Come check us out. This is powerful. I really think grand openings are amazing. Spread the word. Start the hype. Grab balloons. Hire a DJ. I mean, how killer. Excuse me. How killer would it be to kick off your fitness fusion classes with a live DJ spinning the music to the class? Excuse me. There is a facility here in Texas that's how they run all of their classes. They have a live DJ in the back of the room spinning every song that comes on for all their classes. I know I'd be first in line to sign up for those classes. So your successful fusion classes, as I talked about the 5 components of physical fitness, as I talked about skill-related components, we want to make sure that our classes are including the whole person, that they can have kind of a one-stop shop, that they can come to your Campus Rec facility, they can take an hour class, feel good about themselves, and have hit all aspects of fitness. They've covered the entire spectrum, from cardio to muscular strength and endurance, to their flexibility. They had fun. It's okay to smile. Go back to your recess. I pretty much remember kids laughing and smiling the whole hour. I want to see that created back in those classes. And then don't forget about the mind-body. A time to bring it all down. A time to quiet the mind. A time to reflect. Reduce stress. Have a time of light stretching or some mindful meditation. Just to be quiet for a second with not a computer screen in front of us, with not a phone screen in front of us, or people around us, just a moment to ourselves. Where your key for all this to work is going to be well thought out programming. You're in competition with the facilities and the boutiques off campus. You want to get your instructors up to par. You want to create programming and provide them with programming that's going to be top notch. So your students are going to want to come to these classes of quality. You also want to make sure that your classes are the right time of day. When do you see the high volume of students coming in or members coming in? Is it 6 o'clock in the morning? Probably on a college campus, maybe not. Is it 9 o'clock in the morning? Is it noon? Is it lunchtime? Are you the beehive at lunch? Or is it after hours? Is it 7, 8 p.m.? Pay attention to when the high numbers of participants are at the gym. And then also with fusion classes, you want to use appropriate music. So if I got a high intensity HIIT kickboxing class, I want good thumping, hardcore beating music, firing people up, getting them going, getting that heart rate going, getting the sweat going, getting the body temperature up. Or if I've got a yoga mind-body class going, softer music, maybe even no music, just the soft voice of an instructor up at the class guiding the meditation. I also think lighting is important for an activity. I mean, some facilities are even putting different colored lights in different classes. You might see like a high intensity HIIT class with red lighting to really fire it up, get people think they're being hot and smoky and jazzing it up. And then turn it to a nice soft blue lighting or even candlelit yoga classes. And then temperature of the room. These are all things that I want you to take into account when you're thinking about putting these classes together. Every little detail counts. And it's going to make you guys stand out and be special, and people are going to want to come to these classes. For your instructors, here's a couple of successful tips for success. Have them create a blueprint. Put the class down on paper. Have a brainstorming session themselves. And then come to the space and give it a dress rehearsal. See if it makes sense. Does a treadmill class work with combining it to a strength training class in your Group X studio? Does kickboxing work with a yoga class? You don't want to have the first time you hit a class bringing it out to your audience first. That's why we have dress rehearsals. That's why a rock star is going to go and check his sound. She's going to check her lighting. She's going to check her stage. When coaches are communicating with their classes, they want to keep cueing short, clear, concise. Give directions. The front of the room is the windows. The back of the room has the pool. The side of the room is the body bar. Give them directions of where they should be facing, so there's no guesswork. And then first and foremost, it's always about safety. I always say with exercise and with especially functional training, there's not a wrong way or a right way to move. There's a safe way. We're all put together differently. There's about, 7 billion people in the world. So that means about 7 billion different workout programs. As long as it's safe for those individuals, go for it. Move. Move well and moved often. They want to make sure their classes are well-rounded, like I said earlier, covering all components of the spectrum of physical fitness. And this is what's going to keep your students coming back for more semester after semester. Quality programming. Help provide that for your professional fitness instructors. Help them put together quality programming. Provide them avenues that they have to acquire that programming. All right, this is the part where I said if you are standing up at a desk, at a standing desk, hold on. If you're sitting down, you might want to stand up, and if you're standing down, sit down. This is hot. This is my gift to you. This is something that you can take with you and you can put into play when the hour's over with each other. I want to go through these creative ideas for fusion classes. I want to discuss the format. I want to discuss the modalities. I want to talk about the time increments, and I want to talk about the music. And these are simply just ideas that I had. You can change these names. You can adjust them to what works for your facility. But the first one I put together for you guys is spin, shred, and flow. This is going to be a fusion class of a spin class. Weight and or body weight training, yoga, and meditation. This can be a class format of 60 minutes. So I broke it down for you guys of how this could really look in real life. You have 20 minutes of a spin class. Boom, there's your upbeat music. Get people going. Get their hearts beating. Get the energy in the room. Pump it up. We've got the upbeat music. Then we shift into our weight training. Still, upbeat music, something motivating. Then we go into our 15 minutes of our yoga, of our cool down, of our flexibility. This is when I would change the atmosphere of the class, change the atmosphere of the room, change it to more relaxing music, something very easy on the ears. And then the last 5 minutes of the 60-minute class would be guided meditation or just 5 minutes of silence. Think about yourself. When was the last time you had 5 full minutes of complete silence? I try to capture that in my car sometimes. I don't know about you. That's a beautiful thing. Complete silence or just soft music. One of the reasons why I created these fusion classes for you guys is I love going to seminars. I love listening to webinars. I love going to workshops. I love expanding my own knowledge. But I want to make sure that for you guys, I wanted you to take something away from this. Because I've been to a workshop or a webinar before where the information was so great, but then I didn't know how to adapt it to my world. I wanted something that you could take and utilize right off the bat from this hour together and hopefully be helpful, and you could see something like this working in your facility. The second idea is tread it, box it, stretch it. This would be a cardio treadmill class. So if you've got a line of like 10 treadmills, say you have a open time of day where there's you could rope off 5 to 10 treadmills. This would be a class that you sign up for. If you have that Campus Rec app, they could just sign up on the app. Boom, signed up for class. This cardio class, treadmill class, could be running, walking, jogging, walking hills, doing different type of exercises on the cardio treadmill, all guided by the coach. We could all jump down off of the treadmills and bam, we're right there in a kickboxing session. There's an open section that you have right there by your cardio equipment. And then we finish it off with that flexibility component of stretching. I put this class format in 45 minutes for you. I've got your treadmill workout 20 minutes. And I said this is totally up to the coach. Quick dynamic warm up, go into our treadmill workout with jogging, sprints, hill climbing, walking, side shuffles. We've got a 15-minute segment of our kickboxing. And then from that kickboxing session, we go straight into our static stretching and wind it all down. We've got another creative idea, earth and sky, ground-based body movements. And I even put this one with aerial yoga. We're seeing a huge trend of the aerial yoga hammocks, the aerial slings. This could be something that you could add if you had a functional fitness rig, where you could hang your aerial yoga hammocks to your functional fitness rig. These are the kind of classes that people are going out to the boutiques for. You have the space, you have the know-how, and you have the ability to bring a boutique feel to your existing campus rec facility. It's just finding that right spot to give that boutique experience. And these ground-based body movements were the push-ups, the planks, the crawling, the quadrupeds, the rolling, more primal movements. Think of animal type movements, think of toddler type movements, the way bodies were made to move. I've got this class format in 60 minutes. I've also got this with a little bit of suspension fitness for 40 minutes, ground-based body movements, alternating with suspension fitness exercises, and then finishing out with our 20 minutes of our aerial yoga. And then this next class idea, I have to admit, this is ultimately my favorite way to train. Team boot camp for mind and body. Team. Think about why people come to the campus rec facility. Think about why they come to fitness centers. They come for the camaraderie. They come for the fellowship. They come to be with people. This format is a circuit type format that people travel through a strength and cardio circuit with a teammate. How amazing is that? You have a partner in crime. It could be your best friend. It could be somebody that you met for the first time. It could be a way for students to meet each other. A lot of times students don't know anybody. It's first time on their campus. I have this class format 60 minutes in length. I've got your 45 minutes. You're with your workout partner. You're traveling through a circuit style station workout, either on a functional fitness rig like Queenax, or through a boot camp style circuit that you set up in a racquetball court or a group exercise studio, or if you've got some turf outside. I see the biggest amount of joy from these type of classes. People are smiling, they're high-fiving, they're laughing. They might even be talking smack to each other. They might even be being friendly, competitive with another team. I've even put this into team formats where I gave everybody matching headbands. So each team member had their own headbands. So team A had the red headbands on, team B had the blue headbands on, so on and so forth. And we made it a little friendly competition. Create excitement. Create that excitement around exercise again. Unfortunately, the first part of workout is work. It should be fun out. We want to spread our love of fitness and moving to everybody else. We don't have a problem with being excited about exercise. I'm sure some of you right after this webinar have already got their workout clothes on, their shoes, and they're going to jump on a treadmill or go outside for a run or get in an aerial yoga hammock and do our thing. We want that excitement to be there. And I think with these fusion classes, this is a great avenue to show people that it can be a fun out. Hey, I should say hashtag fun out, right? We should start that as our trend, hashtag fun out. And then these next two things I want to discuss. This is another idea. This is actually with the Queenax functional fitness rig and with the Assault Fitness products. You are alternating Queen X suspension exercises with assault fitness intervals, concluding with a Queen X recovery class, which is going to involve trigger point, myofascial release, and stretching. I have this class format in 60 minutes. This is a circuit style station workout. We're going to alternate between suspension fitness and with assault fitness stations. And then the 20 minutes of recovery would be utilizing the apps or the applications from your Queen X, utilizing super functional bars and super functional straps. Now, all of us as exercise professionals or people in the health and fitness world, we know even a little bit counts. I think of these as our exercise snack breaks. Who doesn't love a snack? Actually, I just like saying the word snack. Snack is a great word. Say it out loud. Snack. See? It's fun. We have to show that our students and our members and our campus rec participants, it doesn't have to be a 2-hour Olympic-style workout. Even with my own clients here in Texas that I coach, I have to remind them, it all adds up at the end of the week. You don't have to go for that monumental, oh, I just ran 14 miles and did an hour of weights. That's when people say they don't have time. I would start giving Power Pack mini classes. Look at my class format, 15 to 30 minutes, bam. Who can say, honestly, that they don't have 15 minutes to give me for a workout? Think about it. I've even put a chart in a studio of the breakdown of 24 hours. You could do this at your campus rec facilities. 24 hours in a day. And then you start breaking off all of the activities we do in a day. Hopefully everybody's getting 8 hours of sleep. We may be at work or class 8 hours a day. There's 16 hours. So we think about, if someone's telling me they don't have 15 minutes, what are they doing with the rest of that time? And I know you're probably saying Netflix or texting on their phone or on Instagram, but that's okay. We have time for that as well. Involve these mini sessions with these exercise morsels. 15-minute strength and conditioning, bam. 10 minutes of strength, 5 minutes of stretching. You're going to be shocked at how many people sign up for these classes. You're going to have standing room only. You're going to have a line outside of your campus rec facility. And when you do, please send me a picture of that, because I'm predicting it. It's going to be crazy, especially when you get that DJ in there. People are going to go wild. I'm going to hear about you guys on Instagram and on the news. It's going to be amazing. So as a master coach for Precor, I have the honor of working with Queen X. The Queen X is a functional fitness rig. And actually it was designed in 2010. It was an Italian company that was designed by an Italian fitness equipment inventor. And what's fantastic about this is that you can accommodate all training modalities with this one piece of equipment. I think my favorite thing about Queen X is that it's user-friendly for everyone. You can design classes for active aging. You can design classes for weight loss. You can design classes for your fittest American Ninja Warrior students that you have on campus. It allows facilities to keep up with the cutting edge of all of the trends coming out. And it expands with your needs. So the piece, if you had like a particular piece, style of Queen-X, you wouldn't have to purchase another one. You could add on to that one of what you currently have as your needs require them. And as you can see in this fantastic picture, it's really great looking. It's a functional training system that you're going to see being a beehive of activity because you can accomplish a lot on it. You can do cardiovascular training, you can do strength training, you can do flexibility, you can do mobility. And what's really nice about it, it doesn't take up floor space. It utilizes the walls, the ceiling, corners. So if you look at that top left corner, that's actually a piece called the corner. And you slide that right into a corner where we normally just store like med balls or weights or mats. I mean, with that piece right there, I could have a class, especially with that turf right there, I could have a class of like 12 people right there on that corner unit. We've got ones for colleges that can customize for their school colors. How amazing does that top middle picture look? I mean, that makes me want to go and work out there. You can put it up and around other training fitness equipment. You can have it to spaces that may be not being utilized. You can have it where there's an open space that a track curls around and you've got that open space that sometimes just a mat's there. And maybe you get one person there cranking out some crunches or something like that. That middle picture on the bottom row, that's actually above a gymnasium. They had an open space there that they were just using as storage. They placed a Queen-X up with a wall unit up against the wall, put some nice flooring there, and they've got one of the coolest functional training facilities I've seen at a university to date. And it overlooks their gymnasium. So Queen-X even thought of this. This thing was so well thought out. It looks sleek. It creates a little bit of curiosity. People walk in and see it and like, whoa, what is that? That looks amazing. Look how neat and clean you can even utilize the storage space with. All of the storage was well thought out. It's integrated with keeping all your training accessories off the floor, but makes it super easy for coaches to tell classes, hey, everybody go over to the Queen-X storage. Grab a sand bell, grab a med ball. Same thing at the end of class. Okay, everybody grab your med balls. Take them right back over to the Queen-X storage racks. Boom. I like to tell people they're helping me clean up because it's helping them burn more calories, right? Every little calorie counts. Every little movement counts. It's gorgeous. I call it the Ferrari. There's lots of functional fitness rigs on the market, and it's just like cars. You find what works for you. This is beautiful in any facility. And the genius of this is its ability to expand. Think of like exercise Legos. What piece you have today, 2 years from now or 6 months from now, after your clients have and your students have just gone crazy with Queen-X training or functional fitness rig training, you can add on to your existing piece. And what I like for myself with my own clients that I coach, I like it because I can easily do circuit workouts, where I could have a class working in unison to a circuit workout, and then I can do my one-on-one clients as well. My or fitness professionals' lack of creativity is what would hold them back from expanding on this. The sky's the limit on this. With Queen-X, I keep saying, with functional fitness training, there's not a wrong way or a right way. There's just a safe way. If it's safe for that individual or that class in front of you, prescribe it and go for it. And then when I talked about that Queen-X Assault Fitness Fusion class, we've also got the Assault Fitness products. I mean, if you haven't tried an Assault Fitness product, I mean, go figure out how you can do it this afternoon or tomorrow. You are the motor. The exerciser is the motor. It adapts to your speed, your intensity. No more of that having to push the button and wait for it to get to 5.0 so you can take it up to that jog or run or killer fast walk. It's adapting to you. Without having a motor, it's easy on the environment. It's a natural fit for group training space because, holy smokes, it's portable. Anybody can pick up the edge of that treadmill and move it over to another section of the gym. Please, nobody go out and try to move one of their treadmills out on their floor right now. I wouldn't recommend. Excuse me. But how great if I'm going to get ready to do a Queen-X Cardio Fusion Assault Fitness class. I'm the coach getting ready to teach the 9 a.m. class. I can just bring my Assault Fitness products right up to the edge of the Queen-X. And I've got a class that's going to take on the world. Your students are going to go bananas. I also like it that it's a low carbon footprint and it's environmentally friendly. So as a Precor Master Coach, I'm a part of the Precor Coaching Center. This is how you can take your fitness professional training staff to the next level. We are constantly creating up-to-date workshops that are keeping everybody on the cutting edge of the fitness trends and the knowledge and everything that's going on around the world. All of our programs are accredited, so we do provide CECs to your fitness staff. To discuss a few of the workshops, we have Queen-X Fundamentals. That's a 2-hour course. We just go over how you utilize the Queen-X to its fullest abilities and capacity. We comb through it, we go through it, we talk about classification systems, and provide you with a movement library that's second to none. That library is expanding every hour on the hour. That's why it's digital. If I put together a hard copy of it, it'd be bigger than your facility. We've got a Queen-X Elite. That's a 7-hour course. That's for those daredevils that want to be challenged, that want to be mesmerized by the intensity of an exercise or a workout program. They want to be mentally and physically challenged. Think of like turning your Queen-X into a ropes course. We've got Coaching Intensity. That's a 2-hour workshop that's going to just discuss assault fitness programming. We have a wonderful super functional Stacks 4-hour program that is going over the history of functional fitness, and putting together programming for you for the super functional app that is the highlight and diamond of our Queen X functional fitness rig. Super Functional Move is a 2-hour course that just discusses recovery and regeneration, myofascial release, trigger point, stretching, and meditation. We have an app that's just amazingly adaptable and exciting and progressive, called the UFO. That is the unidentified fitness object, as you can see on that third picture of my friend doing a plank smiling. That is one of the only functional fitness pieces of equipment that you can be full body weight suspended. It was designed by a snowboarder. And then we've got that reaction trainer, the 40 Pro Bungee Fitness Trainer, a 2-hour course. And you guys, this has been a wonderful time together. I would like to see if anybody has any questions out there. I hope this has been a great hour for you. I hope it sparked some interest, some ideas, and some creative ways that you can approach your campus rec functional fitness and fusion classes. So I would like to open up the floor if there's anybody has any questions for me.
Well, Tonya, we don't have any questions yet, but I did just want to say that that was truly fascinating, from the top trends that you brought up with the wearable technology, group training, the HIIT classes, all the way to all those awesome examples of the successful fusion classes that you had. Just very detailed. Thank you so much for going into awesome detail with all of that. Very laid out very well. I learned a lot, and I'm not even running a rec center, so thank you so much. But yeah, it doesn't look like we have any questions. I think you were so thorough and so in depth that you just did a great job. And yeah, we got some great feedback from some of our attendees who said, "Well done, Tonya." So,
Yay!
So thank you so much for taking your time today and talking to us, Tonya, and giving this presentation. And thank you so much for just giving us your wealth of knowledge. And to all our attendees, thank you guys for being here. And we look forward to talking to you all again soon.
Yes, I appreciate all of your time, and I'm honored that you spent your hour with me today. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.